Virginia Tech. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Virginia Tech's offense will get the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground with the counter. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So Clemson's offense will get the ball for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. Clemson now operating in the red zone. He'll throw on 3rd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give on the inside. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Hokies want to move quickly. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The play action fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Graves. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The run from the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to keep...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Etienne. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Open space at the 25. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Here he comes from in, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy, because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
It'll be a draw. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to beat the D deep. And the ball is intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They'll give it to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Grabs it in the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. Here we go with the run on 4th down. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Virginia Tech, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Unloads it left. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Number 82.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Shakes off the tackler. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Coming after him. Looking left. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Zings it complete to the right. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him the first down. He's looking to throw it. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. I know you want to stretch the field horizontally, but working a little vertical in wouldn't hurt either.
No, it wouldn't, and you got to be able to work with some space. There's an entire field that we got.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This is a 3rd and long. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Makes a move, and the returner goes down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hokies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Going to the run to start this second half. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes Clemson with another first down. The give to the back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Got his man on the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Power football with the run. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job.
Going for it all. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Leaves it with the back. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. The give to the tailback. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires deep on the run. He's got it down the left side. Got a lot of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hokies!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Trying to get to him. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They keep attacking through the air. The short hands, it's Graves. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Clemson set up with another first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Offense gets set for second down. Now the play fake. Still on his feet. Slings it downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Give to the running back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Clemson looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that ball is picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after the...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. And the Hokies will punt it away on fourth down.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Now they'll try the right side. Thrust that arm out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Here comes the offense on second down. Give to the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. Line getting set on second down. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, entered to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
First and goal, Clemson.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Clemson! And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's looking for a man on second down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lofted high and deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Hokies will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They're bringing heat. Heaves it deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us, because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
First and goal, Clemson.
little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Snags it. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Clemson 84, Virginia Tech 7.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. He's at the 10. At the 30. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big men.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll power it inside with the fullback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Handoff to the fullback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. The big fullback's got it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They're trying, and that's a live ball. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.